And here we are back for the word of the week, round 2, and as promised, we are reviewing the dictionary for the letter B this week. I bring to you the word Bacchanal. Bacchanal. So, where's this one come from? Well, I don't think there's really an etymology to worry about, as per se, but what we can see is its root and how it's developed its meaning over time. So it starts with sort of Bacchus, which is Latin for the Greek god of wine and revelry. Seems to be a follow-on from Dionysius. And in the 1530s in Britain, it starts to mean riotous, drunken roistering, which hopefully you got from the picture of the previous slide, and that develops over time through, unsurprisingly, pertaining to Bacchus. Not really a shock there. And by the early 18th century, it is characterized by beautifully intemperate drinking. And then finally, it sort of comes to refer to a person who indulges in drunken revels. And that's where we get to this picture that I found. I love this picture. It is called The Bacchanal of the Andrians by Titian in about 1523 to 1526. It's set on the northernmost island of the Greek Cyclades archipelago, the island of Andros, and essentially what you can see is a large number of people engaged in what is very obviously drunken revelry. There's a small boy who appears to be urinating at the bottom. There's someone on the bottom right, which Wikipedia euphemistically refers to as a sleeping nymph. And hidden in the zoomed in version, but visible on the original and indeed on my first slide, is a musical score which, when translated from the French, reads, "Who drinks and does not drink again does not know what drinking is," which I think is beautiful. I think just in general this gives a lovely idea of what bacchanalian behaviour looks like. Although I guess there's a potential that you have an idea of what it means already, because it is used a little bit, particularly amongst certain aspects of the print and digital print media, as we can see from here. I'll leave you to just enjoy that one, but yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, it's not got the most salubrious reputation here, has it? And I thought I'd leave you with a bit of a hint as to how much it's being used at the moment. Both Bacchanal and Bacchanalian clearly had sort of their heyday in the early to mid 19th century, and its usage dropped off massively after that. But it does seem to have made a bit of a comeback recently, albeit from an admittedly low bar. One wonders if it is the newspaper media that's really pushing some of that. Anyway, I'll leave it there, and I'll see you next week with the letter C.